Hello and welcome. My name is Alan. This was meant to be Saturday's video, but today we are looking at more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today, this video is talking about Representative Bill Foster, who is the representative for the 11th District of Illinois. Again, another gerrymandered district. Like many states that are Republican, look at Texas. Illinois is an example of the other side, the Democrats. So, gerrymandered all the fuck. Can't you just make common sense, decent districts instead of these stupid looking districts? Anyway, it encompasses Aurora, just outside the outer edges of Crystal Lake, and suburbs of Chicago. He is a Democrat, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by Judy Biggert, who he replaced through redistricting. Even before that, because he didn't miss a district, he was preceded by Dennis Hastert. So yeah. Anyway, let's go and take a look at who Bill Foster is as an individual. He was born in Madison, Wisconsin, October 7th, 1955. Earned a Bachelor of Arts from the University of Wisconsin-Madison, Wisconsin in 1975. Earned a PhD from Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts in 1984. Was a physicist, a senior physicist for the Fermi National Accelerator Laboratory, entrepreneur, fellow for the American Physical Society, before being elected as a Democrat to the 110th Congress by special election to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of U.S. Representative John Dennis Hastert, and reelected to the succeeding Congress. Had an unsuccessful candidacy for re-election to the 112th Congress in 2010, but was re-elected as a Democrat to the 113th Congress and 6 following Congresses. So yeah, had just a couple of terms. Someone beat him out, and then he came back and won the next term, and has been in since. So, altogether, 9 terms. Now, let's go ahead and look at his committees he is on. He is on the Committee on Financial Services, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Artificial Intelligence, the Subcommittee on Financial Institutions, and the Subcommittee on National Security, Illicit Finance, and International Financial Institutions. He's on the Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over his last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have the U.S. Department of Energy, who altogether have donated $99,266. Next, and they, let's try this again, Department of Energy, and they are an executive department of the executive branch of the government that oversees U.S. national energy policy and energy production, research and development of nuclear power, and the military's nuclear weapons program, nuclear reactor production for the U.S. Navy, energy-related research, and energy conservation. It was created in 1977 after the aftermath of the 1973 oil crisis, and sponsors more physical science research than any other U.S. federal agency, the majority of which is connected through the national laboratories. It directs research in genomics, the Human Genome Project, originating from a Department of Energy initiative. It is headed by a Secretary of Energy who reports directly to the President and is a member of the Cabinet. So yeah, and remember, Foster was a physicist, dealt a lot with nuclear things, I'm sure. Worked at Fermi National Laboratory, so it's understandable that they'd want to keep him available to contact over certain things. Anyway, altogether, they have donated $99,266. And once again, that's the U.S. Department of Energy. Next, at number 2, we have Boston University. And they are a private research university in Boston, Massachusetts, that was founded in 1839 by a group of Boston Methodists, with the original campus in Newbury, Vermont. It was chartered in Boston in 1869 and is a member of the American Association of Universities and the Boston Consortium for Higher Education. It has nearly 38,000 students with more than 4,000 faculty members and is one of Boston's largest employers. It offers bachelor's, master's degrees, doctorates, and medical, dental, business, and law degrees through 17 schools and colleges on 3 urban campuses. Its athletics teams compete in the Patriot League and Hockey East conferences, and their mascot is Rhett, the Boston Terrier. They compete in NCAA Division I. They are non-sectarian, though it retains its historical affiliation with the United Methodist Church, and is situated along the Charles River in Boston's Fenway, Kenmore, and Austin neighborhoods, where its medical campus is located in Boston's South End neighborhood. The Fenway campus houses the Willock College of Education and Human Development, formerly Willock College, which merged with Boston University in 2018. It is classified among R1 doctoral universities as very high research activity. Let's see. I'm trying to see if they got a list of all the different academic achievements. Known for student and faculty activism. Let's see. facilities, cultural life, guest and visitor policies, mass transit, sustainability, other campuses. They got other campuses. They have a London campus in London, England, a Los Angeles campus in Los Angeles, California, Paris campus in Paris, France, Washington, D.C. campus in Washington, D.C., and a Sydney campus in Sydney, Australia. Former names for the schools, admissions. U.S. News and World Report usually ranks it tied for 42nd among national universities and tied 86 among global for 2026. Student life, ROTC, honor societies, athletics, I don't care about, notable alumni, academics. Your notable list of alumni academics include people like AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Barbara Jordan, the first African-American woman elected to Congress from the South, Martin Luther King Jr., the civil rights leader, Charles Eastman, the first Native American in the U.S. to earn a medical degree, Gary Locke, first Asian American governor in the continental U.S. and U.S. ambassador to China. Let's see. Edward Brooke III, first African American U.S. senator in 2000 and a 2004 Presidential Medal of Freedom recipient. Also, among the current and past faculty and alumni, it counts 9 Nobel laureates, 23 Pulitzer Prize winners, 10 Rhodes Scholars, 6 Marshall Scholars, 14 Academic Award winners, 11 Emmy Award winners, and 9 Tony Award winners, and has 3 MacArthur Fellows and 2 Fulbright Scholars among its past and present graduates and faculty. In 1876, Boston University professor Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in a Boston University lab. So yeah, a lot of it has its share of definitely notable individuals. So yeah. Anyway, altogether, they have donated $35,470, and once again, that's Boston University. Next, at number 3, we have Clifford Law Offices, and they are headquartered in Chicago, Illinois, and represent practice in the areas of personal injury law, including aviation, transportation, medical malpractice, and product liability law. The largest personal injury law firm in Chicago, focusing on plaintiffs' personal injury and wrongful death law. The principal partner or one of the principal partners, is a Robert A. Clifford. So yeah, who helped found the firm in 1984. So yeah, altogether, they have donated $33,000, and once again, that's Clifford Law Offices. Next, at number 4, we have University of Illinois. They are a public land grant research university in the Champaign-Urbana metropolitan area of Illinois, and were established in 1867 and is the founding campus and flagship institution of the University of Illinois system, which has over 59,000 students and is one of the largest public universities by enrollment in the United States. It contains 16 schools and colleges, offers more than 150 undergraduate and over 100 graduate programs of study, holding 651 buildings on 6,370 acres, or 2,578 hectares, and its annual operating budget in 2016 was over $2 billion. It is also, it also operates a research park home to innovation centers for over 90 startup countries and multinational corporations. University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign is a member of the Association of American Universities, and classified among R1 doctoral universities, very high research activity. In fiscal year 2019, research expenditures at Illinois totaled $652 million. The campus library system possesses the 4th largest university library in the U.S. by holdings, and also hosts the National Center for Supercomputing Applications. Alumni, faculty members, or researchers of the university include 24 Nobel laureates, 27 Pulitzer Prize winners, 2 Fields medalists, and 2 Turing Award winners. The athletic teams compete in Division I of the NCAA, collectively known as the Fighting Illini, in the Big Ten Conference, and have won the second most conference titles. So yeah. But altogether, they have donated $32,809, and once again, that's the University of Illinois. Finally, in 5th, we have J Street PAC. And they are a non-profit liberal Zionist advocacy and lobby group based in the U.S. whose aims include strengthening Jewish democracy in Israel, promoting a diplomatic end to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict with a two-state solution, and opposing the boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. It describes itself as the political home for pro-Israel, pro-peace Americans who want Israel to be secure, democratic, and the national home of the Jewish people. Many right-wing and Zionist critics allege that J Street and the policies they support are anti-Israel, while at the same time left-wing and anti-Zionist movements criticize J Street's position supporting Zionism and aid to Israel, its rejection of the boycott, divestment, and sanctions, and human rights organizations' allegations of a Gaza genocide, and past efforts against Palestinian statehood. So yeah, Altogether, they have donated $32,280. And once again, that's J Street PAC. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors and contributors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have education, who altogether have donated $418,102. Next, at number 2, we have securities and investment, who altogether have donated $351,600. Next at number 3 is retired, who altogether have donated $309,475. Next at number 4, we have lawyers and law firms, who altogether have donated $250,254. And in 5th, we have commercial banks, who altogether have donated $185,350. Now, let's look at all his donors at a glance. Individually, U.S. Department of Energy. Okay, good. I mean, technically nothing wrong with it. Some of the things they study can be scary, but other things are definitely things we need. Better sources of energy so we can get off the oil wagon. But yeah, okay, good. Boston University, great, absolutely wonderful. Clifford Law Offices, ooh. University of Illinois, great, absolutely wonderful. J Street PAC, boo, suck. Overall, mixed bag on individual, but still in the good category. Industry-wise, education, great, absolutely wonderful. Securities and investment, boo, suck. Retired, great, absolutely wonderful. Lawyers and law firms, ooh. Commercial banks, boo, suck. Again, a mixed bag, this time leaning a little negative. Overall, I'm going to say mixed bag, leaning positive. I think there's enough of a merit there to say, it leans positive at least. Still a mixed bag. Get rid of some of these. J Street, securities and investment, commercial banks. Anyway, this has been a look at Representative Bill Foster, who is the representative for the 11th District of Illinois. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting the links and sources in the description box below the video. I'm sorry this one took so long, but thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.